Hello, 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 everyone. Tracy Thomas here with Stellar Marketing and Business Solutions, and you are tuned in to another Stellar Marketing Pros live show. One question for you. Did you guys miss me? And I'm only asking because it has been 2 weeks since I've aired, and I have to say that really been busy, have so much that's been going on in behind the scenes. We have some additional team players, which I will be able to bring on and I will be introducing to you. But today we have a stellar client that I wanted to bring on. I just want to make sure that we are definitely streaming. And how's everyone doing? Did y'all miss me? I need to see some reactions, some love, some hearts, some comments, something. All right. So this guest that I am bringing on is a super amazing person I've been working with, and she's here. I add her to the stream. Welcome, Jackie Vernon-Thompson.
Hello. How are you, Tracy?
I am great. I'm even better now that I see your lovely face on this.
Oh, thank you so much. Ditto, of course. Thank you for having me on this evening. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited too because it's just so warm and fuzzy inside, and what we have going on or what has been going on for the last couple of weeks. You're super amazing. So wow. Enough with all of that. I just want to you introduce yourself. Bring everybody into your world, as you would say. Give them a taste of your world. Who Jackie Vernon-Thompson is, and From the Inside Out School of Etiquette is the name of your business. Yes, everyone. So just let us know about your brand, your baby.
Oh, well, thank you for the opportunity. Everyone, I'm Jackie Vernon-Thompson, a certified etiquette consultant and owner of From the Inside Out School of Etiquette. We teach children and adults all about etiquette, all about conduct, and how to live a more refined life. Everything that they do, we teach them how to do it in the proper way. And I always try to give insight to my guests, letting them know, and my audience, letting them know the basic definition of etiquette is conducting yourself in a way that doesn't offend anyone. So you're aware of everything you do. So we teach children and adults all about that. Not only that, we certify individuals who aspire to be etiquette consultants, and we just do so many things here at the school. And I'm sure I don't want to let the cat out the bag because I'm sure our dialogue tonight will touch on some of it. So let's go. I'm ready.
Yes. Okay, so what I would like to know from you in regards to certification and being certified to be a certified etiquette consultant, what exactly does that entail?
Wonderful question. As I mentioned, I am certified, of course, and it basically entails someone who is willing to teach refinement, someone who's willing to teach, whether it's children. Some people choose to just teach children, or some choose to teach adults and children. Some choose just to be in the corporate environment to teach individuals working at the what is that? The 500. Oh gosh, it just 500 companies, 500, yeah. And they just want to teach them. But we teach you how to conduct yourself at the table, how to conduct yourself in a corporate environment, how to conduct yourself when you're with a gentleman. And gentlemen, we teach you how to conduct yourself with a lady, and that's called chivalry. We teach sitting and walking gracefully, how to dress properly. That's major. How to communicate properly. And some of these items that I've mentioned helps us to understand whether or not you are a lady or a gentleman, because not every female is a lady, and definitely not every male is a gentleman. A lady requires ladylike behavior, and a gentleman requires gentlemanlike behavior. It's a demonstration. That's what determines whether or not I would say that you're a lady or a gentleman.
So let me tell you, just in the trainings that I've had with you, just being working with you, I have to know your world. I have to taste your world. I have to live it. I have to eat it and understand it. And just sitting in some of those, the global adult etiquette, table etiquette and protocol webinar, just some of the basic stuff. I'm sorry to say, don't get me wrong, I did not come from a background where my parents did not teach me properly, or my grandparents did not teach me properly. But there was some stuff that you hit on. I was just like, wow, code. Yes. And where I'm at right now in my space, I feel that you were delivered to me for a reason, because right now I'm in a space that where, one, I'm on the golf course. Two, I need to learn how to eat on Palm Beach. You understand? You understand? That's the level. That's the level. So when I was there and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is exactly what I needed in my life. So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
But listen, if somebody is interested in the career of becoming a certified etiquette consultant, is there like special skill sets that they need to have coming in as far as them becoming a consultant and starting their own business?
Absolutely not. You do not have to be polished. You don't have to be the ideal person. All you have to have and embody is the desire to be an etiquette consultant and the desire to change lives. Everything else can be taught. You can learn how to refine certain skills. You can learn the different strategies and techniques. I, as your mentor and teacher, will teach you step by step. So all you need is the desire to change lives by teaching them proper conduct, and you're in. That's it.
Awesome. Awesome. So those that are interested in starting a career in the etiquette industry, this is the lady right here that can definitely get you in that direction and to help polish you and to help then also build your business, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Build your business in your certification program. You had an amazing webinar last night, you guys. I mean, this woman, she has over 253 people that registered, and these are international people. So kudos to that. Kudos.
All to God.
I got to give you that. I got to give you that. But let people know in regards to that, in regards to if they want that career change and to start a business, just speak on that and how successful you're in it now.
Absolutely. Well, if this 2020, this crisis that we're dealing with, the pandemic, we're dealing with multiple pandemics, racial discrimination and all of that stuff. But if this year 2020 did not teach you anything, it should have taught you that this is not the climate to hone in on 9 to 5. It's time to become an entrepreneur. It's time to find your way and make your way. And so becoming a certified etiquette consultant right off the bat allows you to be an entrepreneur and be a business owner. I also have a second class where I've created a curriculum called Build Your Business to teach my certified etiquette consultants and anyone else who's interested in being in business in general. It doesn't have to be in the etiquette industry. I teach step by step how to establish your business, how to market your business, maintain it, build relationships, where you should go for resources, who you should connect with. I teach everything step by step through a 5-week course, letting them know how to establish a business and helping them to establish their business. And of course, there's a community of etiquette consultants, a community of all of my students. We have a private page on Facebook where we're encouraging each other, we're supporting each other, and we're there for each other. So it's just a huge, I look back and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, when I look back at where I started almost years ago and where God has taken me to this point, and I've influenced and affected so many lives, it's just amazing.
Yes, yes. And also what I've noticed in your streams and just you as an individual, you are a woman of God. So, and you do not bite your tongue saying that.
Absolutely not.
Much respect on that.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, I can see the blessings, and I can see from where you were as far as your history, because we've been knowing each other for years.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that sunrise trip for email training? I mean, that's how serious I was about working with business owners. You don't have to be here in Palm Beach County. I come to you, and this is how we do it. And that was before Zoom, right?
Exactly. Like Zoom just came out of nowhere. And listen, it's the most helpful tool for me right now.
Yes, I see. Oh my gosh. So with the entrepreneurship and being a business owner in this time and this space is where it's at, and this is where you need to go, especially with being able to leverage social media, being able to leverage digital marketing, the tools that are provided that are at our fingertips, literally, like fingertips, So I'm just saying, when it comes to business owners that are established is one thing. Those that are like still stuck in that 9 to 5 that are interested, out of all of those people that was on the call, some of them probably like holding back because they're holding on to, their fear, their job, their everything. What made you take that jump?
What made me take that jump?
Yeah.
Because, well, before I answer that, for the last 20 years, and almost 21 years, I've been an active licensed real estate agent. So I was already in a lucrative industry. Of course, over time, it goes up and it comes down and stuff like that. There's a variation, but I've been very active in the real estate industry. So as you refer to me and my faith and how I never hesitate to mention that it is all because of God, this is all because of God. I remember, though, being a real estate agent is great. I am grateful for that. But I got to a point in my life where I was like, okay, Lord, what is my purpose? Because I didn't feel completely fulfilled. And when you're not fulfilled, you're not walking in your purpose. Right. No matter how much money comes in, it doesn't matter. And so I asked God to show me my purpose. And when I got to the point where I was tired of being tired, I was hungry to know my purpose, God revealed it to me and said, listen, one night right before my slumber, I heard his voice clear as day. I want you to start an etiquette school and do etiquette DVDs. I kid you not.
Wow.
The next morning, I spoke with my husband and I said, listen, this is what God told me last night. He said, well, if God told that to you, then we have no choice but to pursue it. That was January 2014. Wow. And here I am today.
Look at that. Look at that. With a beautiful storefront in Sunrise, Florida.
Yes.
I'm just like blown away. Because when I came down a couple of years ago, I didn't know that you had a storefront. I was at your home office. It was just like, Jackie, this is Jackie, you know what I'm saying? And us working together. But that is inspiring, just so that people understand and know that, and then for them to understand that they can take that leap and don't listen to those negative voices in your head. You can't do this, you're hard enough, you don't have the tools, you don't have the resources, nobody's gonna buy from you. You don't have what it takes, or we listen to the wrong people, right? Family members, friends.
Well, Tracy, let me explain to you. Once we decided to pursue this venture, I'm trying to find the right word for God, the venture that God placed us on, we decided not to disclose it to anyone, not even our family members. It took us an entire year to get the business to the point where we can really service society. For an entire year, we did not disclose it to anyone except for the people who had the resources to make it a reality. And once we disclosed it to everyone, that was when we launched. So the naysayers were not in my ears. The discouragers were not in my ears. So I learned that if you're starting a business, if you have an idea, keep it to yourself, of course, your spouse, and to only those who have resources for it to come to fruition.
Yes, yes. So agree. So agree with that. So, like I said, I truly enjoyed the last few webinars that I've been on with you. You know, even though I was sort of like a moderator on the back end on yesterday, but I'm just as excited, you know. And I must say, I learned so much. So can we hit on the four fat myths of etiquette?
Well, the 4 fat myths of etiquette. One is that it's only required at the table. Ooh, that's such a lie. Yeah, when you mention etiquette, oh, I know how to eat. I'm like, etiquette is so far beyond that. It includes that, of course, but etiquette is required in every single thing we do.
Yes.
It's just that many people don't demonstrate it. So some people they do things and they're not concerned about the other person or concerned about the group of people around them. That's improper etiquette. You know, it's so funny. I don't know if you saw my post this morning, but I was in the mall today.
Okay.
My husband and I were perusing and I walked past a store and I saw 2 mannequins in the window. Two ladies with their legs open and no underclothes, no shorts, these are mannequins.
Wow.
So it totally alarmed me. I was so disturbed. Tracy.
That's awkward though. That is awkward.
So I went to the clerk in the store and I beckoned her to take a look at it. And she was like, wow, I didn't see that. And I asked her, would you please put shorts or pants on it? Because we have our young ladies passing by in those malls as well to see that. So etiquette is required in everything we do. That it's a myth that it's just required at the table. Proper behavior and proper conduct is always required.
Right. Okay. So was that the 4? The 4?
That was the first one.
Okay.
The second one is just because you don't demonstrate etiquette doesn't mean you're not polished.
Okay, good.
Proper etiquette is a result of you being polished.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not polished or if you don't care about your conduct, you're not going to exhibit proper etiquette. So they go hand in hand. You can be interested in being polished and learn, of course, because it doesn't have to be that you're born with this stuff. You're taught proper conduct. You're taught proper behavior. So you can't say you're polished and don't demonstrate etiquette. That it doesn't work. And you have to be polished to start teaching etiquette. That's not true. That's a myth.
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't aware of everything I was supposed to do prior to the Lord talking to me, and I received proper training. So I wasn't polished myself. I was not polished.
Just give us a couple of examples of you not being polished. Come on now. Come on.
Oh my gosh, you want to put me out on live international? Well,
I know you put out yesterday.
One little one. I'll tell you
one.
It's not little now because I would be appalled if I saw it. But one little one. When I would eat with my family, would be at the table, and I'm finished eating. I'm a stickler. I do not like anything between my teeth. When I'm finished eating, I've got to floss, do something immediately. And so before all of this, when I'm finished dining with my family, I walk around, have no problem with my toothpick. But now, absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. You excuse yourself, you go to the restroom, take care of your business, and return.
I'm going to share just one of mine.
Okay.
I am really bad with popping gum.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Listen, my BFF, she will be like this, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like grandma in church, she'd be just like that.
That is so funny. I know a lot of women love popping gum, but it's so
Yes, no,
disturbing.
everything. I controlled it now. I mean, as I got older, we gotta understand we've been friends for 20 years, but that's one thing she always is like, but I still have the bad habit of it when I'm chewing it by myself.
Oh, okay.
I catch myself.
Well, the catch is, Tracy, if you do it at home, it'll naturally be done outdoors.
Right.
So yeah, you got to practice it at home.
So I just had to scratch it all together. So I am better. So now that I put one out there, you put one out there, we're even.
Yes, we are. Let's not disclose any more of our dirty laundry.
Next. Hi, Cindy. Cindy Rose said, love this. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
You know what? Oh, this is an interactive interview. I mean, we just going on and on and on and on. This is interactive, you guys. Definitely drop your comments. I have Tessie Watts says, great purpose calls for great faith. Your obedience is inspiring. Yes. Yes. Drop your questions and comments if you guys have anything for Jackie Vernon-Thompson. This woman right here, she'll be able to answer it. But if she can't answer it while we're on this live stream, you can definitely get these answers right here on the comments, the streams. You'll be tagged in at Jackie where you can comment if they have any questions.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
No, number 3, is that number 3 that we're at?
No, I pretty much covered a lot of it. Etiquette has to come natural. No, etiquette doesn't necessarily come natural. Come naturally. Once you're taught these skills, and you practice them, they will come naturally.
Okay. Got it. So with etiquette, let's talk about business etiquette. We're business women, business owners. Let's talk about the importance and what type of trainings that you offer for this type of etiquette.
That's an excellent question, and it's so needed, especially with those who are entrepreneurs, those who are aspiring entrepreneurs, and even our students. My school is a vendor for Broward and Dade County Public Schools, and incidentally, these kids are beginning to return to school tomorrow, and we just got to pray for them, for their safety. But I work with the students on a consistent basis, teaching them business etiquette, primarily high school students, college students, and we focus a lot on interviewing skills, especially those who have not decided on their career or hasn't started their career. We focus on everything regarding interviewing skills. We talk about proper communication skills. If you cannot communicate properly, you really will not establish quality relationships. That's a must. So we deal with all different aspects of communication. We also deal with self-confidence, because self-confidence is huge, especially when you venture into the networking environment.
Right.
Yeah, if you're not confident, you will not speak with anyone. You won't pitch your elevator. You won't give your elevator pitch. You won't establish relationships. And self-confidence is important. Also, we focus so much on your appearance.
Yes.
It is so important for people to understand that your appearance speaks. Simple as that. It speaks. So when you exit your home, regardless if you're going to Walmart or if you're going to a meeting at the office, what is your attire saying to the public? And remember, the public will treat you the way they perceive you. So we focus on those 4 components, and that's a plethora of information, a whole lot of information.
Yes, by itself, just the business etiquette piece by itself. And I know that even with COVID and with us now, a lot of us are taking our businesses online. There's COVID etiquette, which is like your regular, like don't go. There's COVID etiquette, Zoom etiquette.
Yes.
Right. Super. It's like etiquette is a huge horizon when we come to talk about that industry.
Absolutely.
And these are areas that people could get certified in and be a certified etiquette consultant. And you can have just a certain niche that you deal with and just focus on, Maybe you just want to focus on business and not children. You know, you could do that being your own boss as a certified etiquette consultant, right?
Absolutely. And we have a class coming up October 15th. It's a 5-week course every Monday and Thursday evening we're starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's an international class via Zoom. So anyone from anywhere can register. We always have students from Bangladesh, different parts of Africa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Jamaica, my hometown, and of course, the great USA. So we have students from all over. October 15th is our next class.
Yes, and I am dropping links. I have the links.
Oh,
what are you always preaching to your clients?
Ooh, I sound like a broken record, Tracy, when I'm telling them constantly, understand, as long as you're awake, you're communicating something. So be responsible for your communication, whether it's verbal or nonverbal. As long as you're awake, you're communicating something. If you really sit and think about it, either your facial expressions, your eyes, your hair. Does your hair look like you don't care? Does your hair look like you care? You took time to groom yourself. Your face, your makeup. Some people have too much makeup. It's saying that you're an exaggerator. You know, everything you do, as long as you're up, as long as you're interacting, you don't even have to say a word. You are communicating. Wow. So if most of us were more responsible with our communication, we would have a kinder world. We would have a more loving world. We would.
You're so right. And you're so right. And it starts at home. It really does. It starts at home, family, with your kids. And teaching them the importance of that, the significant other, your spouses. Yes, I can agree with that 100%. Yeah. So I have the links, website, upcoming certification information. It's on the website, and look at me, like I already know, but tell them where they can go.
Yes, you are the guru of marketing and you have all of my information. And thank you for taking me on as a client. You are a phenomenal person. I even mentioned to my husband, oh my gosh, she is so cool. She's so attentive. She calls you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a marketing specialist, a marketing expert, Tracy Thomas is the one. And I am not just saying it. We have a relationship. And that's key for anyone who's a part of your team. So in order to contact me, please visit my website at www.fromtheinsideout, S as in school, O and E as in etiquette.com. So that's from the inside out, SOE.com. Of course, we're on Facebook, From the Inside Out, School of Etiquette, Instagram, From the Inside Out, SOE, LinkedIn, From the Inside Out, School of Etiquette, YouTube, From the Inside Out, School of Etiquette, Google. Listen, wherever you see, you will find us because we have mastered that and we are doing such a great job, my entire team. And I just thank God for positioning in us.
Yes, I must agree. I'm just, listen, Linda. Oh my gosh. Oh, love Tracy. Love you too. Want to tell you, okay, I'm saying you better get on that live. Get on the live. Now you know the webinar. Jump on that live.
And I obeyed. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so listen, with the pandemic, it's been crazy for a lot of businesses. Just I get an idea that, you know, you haven't been as affected as much because you've had like a huge audience. You've already had a lot of work to put in. I mean, you have a lot of consultants and people that you're working with. But other than that, I mean, did you have to pivot your business in any way? Or what are you doing differently than what you were doing the beginning of the year?
Yeah, the word pivot has been used tremendously since this pandemic because we've all had to pivot. Keep in mind that I was in the schools probably a daily basis, teaching our children in the Broward and Dade County Public Schools. And of course, no longer can we do the in-person and the touchy-feely, which I've always enjoyed, being able to touch kids and direct them, the children rather. I don't like to use the word kids, but I've had to pivot my business to everything virtually. Yeah. And, God placed me in a position at least a year and a half ago where I started teaching aspiring etiquette consultants already virtually. Mm-hmm. So I was able to completely pivot even my private classes with my students, one-on-one, small groups, church groups. Yes, mm-hmm. I've had an entire congregation meet me virtually to learn different etiquette skills. And so 100%, I'm virtual. And you know what, Tracy? I've even had the conversation with my husband where I literally say to him, you know what, it's like, I don't want to say this because so many people have been hurting due to this pandemic. Mm-hmm. People have lost loved ones. I've lost an aunt to COVID-19 and a very dear friend. But beside the hurt and the pain, this pandemic has been the most beneficial thing that has happened for my business.
Wow.
I'm talking about just this summer alone, the income for this business has superseded the income for last year, entire year, just for this summer. That's what I'm talking about. So when people say, oh, etiquette consultants can't make any money, that's the biggest myth.
That's the biggest. That's number one.
That's the biggest myth because it's a real business. And I'm just like amazed. Mm-hmm. My husband set me up listen, I have an office. Of course, I have a storefront. Mm-hmm. I have an office in my house, a separate room. Mm-hmm. And of course, I said, listen, I need bigger space. So my big dining room, I'm sitting in front of a big 50-inch TV and all of my gadgets, my mic and my lighting, everything right here to conduct business. So this is my station. So the pandemic has been a huge blessing.
Yes.
In that respect. Mm-hmm. But of course, from the hurt and the pain, I'm not for that part.
No, I agree. And I've had several guests on this particular show since the pandemic. And it was the pandemic that actually had me step back. My first live that I did since, the beginning of the pandemic, I said, listen, we all have to step back sometimes and just really take a really good look at our business and as far as what we're doing. And I had to do that. Mm-hmm. And with doing that, I said, I am not focusing on my brand enough, and it's not me being selfish to say that. I work for other businesses, their marketing. I am not giving my business that attention that it deserves. So it's like, how am I preaching to you? And it's like, I'm not even taking care of myself. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about like the details, don't get me wrong. You can still have a nice website. You can still have posts and, consistency and sales. But I felt that it wasn't enough. So I had to actually step back, take a look, analyze, do my SWOT, in regards to saying this, and I say I wasn't doing enough video. I need to get in front of the camera more. I was always that like wizard in behind the curtain. Oh my gosh. I said, I need to come out. And I did just that. And I I say that to say quite a few of the guests, the business owners, the stellar clients that I am working with, they've said the same thing. Mm-hmm. And that there are people that are hurting. Yes. I get it. We get it. Yes. But it has been a blessing in disguise. I mean, some people's businesses has doubled and quadrupled, So,
Tracy, the interesting thing is I would explain to my entrepreneurs or my aspiring entrepreneurs that you have to have a well-rounded lifestyle. It's not just about business. And I used to have a challenge with exercising, fitting it in my schedule. That I was extremely busy. But since the pandemic, I am committed to exercising. I feel like I can't function unless I've gone out and exercised, walking and running in my community, lifting weights in my garage. It has become a part of my routine. And it's because the pandemic had me to sit back and say, okay, start walking what you're preaching, get that exercise in. So I'm just grateful. And at the end of the day, we're just trying to stay COVID free and moving forward.
That's right. That's right. Tessie, thank you for your patience. Tessie's had a question up here for a minute. She says, I'm an optimist, so I believe in your message, but how do you address the issue that bad etiquette is what gets attention, especially with all the poor behavior we see on television?
Yeah, bad etiquette definitely gets your attention, but it's not the right type of attention you want. Bad etiquette or improper etiquette gets the attention where people are disgusted or people just don't want to be around you due to what you've displayed. So we want to make every effort to learn how to conduct ourselves in different circumstances so we can attract people who want to give us opportunities. We can attract people who want to build quality relationships. So yes, improper etiquette receives attention, and so does proper etiquette, because people notice when my husband and I are at a location and he opens the door for me rather than you and your significant other goes to the car and you're opening your own door and he's already in the car.
Right.
Side that's noticed as well.
Right. I had another client of mine that actually brought it to my attention the other day, because I'm normally not like walking outside or walking alongside of a man or anything, but I was on the wrong side and he physically like pushed me over and said, hey, because I was on the side of the street, and I thought about you. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, this man is such a gentleman.
Yep, he's being generous.
Mr. McFadden.
That's awesome.
That's a plug. But yes, so I get it, So yes, and another thing that I just wanted to just throw in there too, that I'm just so proud to know that I learned is,
woo, yes. When you drink, you look into the cup or into the glass. And do you know why you would look in the cup or in the glass?
What? So you see that there's nothing in it?
That's a good answer. But when you're looking in the cup or the glass, because we drink tea or coffee or whatever from our cups, remember the glass is a glass, not a cup. And any glass that has a neck is called a stem glass. And of course, they have wine glass, water goblets, and so forth. But when you're drinking and looking into the glass or cup, you're paying attention to the flow of the beverage so you won't tilt it too far and cause spillage.
So you see where I messed up the first time, right? And then I had to double. Now I got it right.
Yes, holding it at the stem. I'm so proud of you. Yes.
And into water. For now.
You're hilarious. Oh my goodness. You're hilarious.
Okay. I know we talked about the etiquette certification. I have a young lady on here, Cynthia Roll, virtual school etiquette. I'm so interested. Can I please, before we close this thing out, because it rolls into my next question as far as what's on the horizon from the School of Etiquette, or from the Inside Out School of Etiquette, your 5-week course that we talked about. I know you hit on it a little bit. Can you just let her know? Yes, it is virtual, but go ahead and give her some details, and then also we'll share that link as well, Cynthia.
Yes, thank you for asking, Cynthia. Great question. We do have a 5-week online certification course where you can join us from anywhere in the world and go through our 5-week course with me live. We're not sending you to any automated system where you're going module by module. No, you will be in this class with me to ask questions, receive immediate answers. It's every Monday and Thursday evening, starting October 15th. For 5 weeks at 7:30 p.m. We gather, we have a number of different women and men, because we do have a couple male etiquette consultants who will join us in class and learn everything etiquette. Not only do we talk about etiquette, I also teach you how to make interactive, attractive, and fun PowerPoint presentations, because that's one of the main ways that you will teach etiquette, especially virtually. So throughout the 5 weeks, we work on creating these slides that are interactive, colorful, and that will engage our students, whether it's children or adults. We also teach you how to conduct your virtual classes via Zoom. So we go through every feature of Zoom so you will understand every feature that's relative to our lessons, because Zoom has so many features. And you will understand how to conduct virtual classes effectively on Zoom. I mean, we touch everything. We talk about the package that you need to have as a certified etiquette consultant that you can shoot out to those who inquire about your classes. So we cover so much. We also have a payment plan. If you're not able to pay in full, I'm just going to let the cat out the bag. The entire 5 weeks, it's $925. Or you could pay in full, or you can make 5 payments of $185. Who wouldn't do that? Right. It allows you to start your own business and be certified. At the end of the course, you will receive your certificate and you will be deemed an etiquette expert, and you will join our etiquette community. We have a private community of all of the etiquette consultants, and you'll get that support, and you will have me as a mentor for life.
Yes.
That's priceless.
Priceless.
And you do know we have a second masterclass, which is Build Your Business. It doesn't matter which business you're in. That class begins. Tracy, you have my schedule. When does that class begin?
Is this the 15th?
That's our certification class. But the
I don't have the schedule in front of me. Sorry.
All right, you're my marketing guru.
I don't have the schedule with me, but I did drop the link for the certification.
All right.
It's right there.
Good. So the Build Your Business class starts in later in October. I think it's October 30th. I believe. No, actually, we started. The next one is November 24th. The next Build Your Business class is November 24th. It doesn't matter which business you're in. I will teach you step by step how to establish your business and maintain it, market it, do everything to build a successful business. And I'm not just teaching you to build a business. It needs to be a successful business. And just because I'm in the etiquette industry doesn't mean I don't know how to build a business. Hello.
Right.
My following on social media is crazy. It's like, whoa, Lord. And at the end of the day, every business requires the same components: customer care, marketing, consistency, tenacity, humility, commitment. And guess what? Everything else falls under those.
Look at that. And how about you got a testimonial right here? What is this, Wendy Reddick?
Oh, hi, Wendy, Mrs. Reddick. That's one of my students who has been certified. Go ahead, Tracy.
She says it's a wonderful course. Jackie Vernon-Thompson is the etiquette queen. Because of her, I've begun my business First Impressions School of Etiquette. I truly appreciate her. That's awesome.
Congratulations, Mrs. Reddick. That's my name for her, Mrs. Reddick. Thank you for joining us.
That is awesome. So I thank you again for coming on today. I know that you have a crazy busy schedule, and I just felt it not robbery to be able to share this platform and to just be able to bring you on. And I felt it's perfect timing as well, to be able to share with the world and everybody in regards to what's going on. And we need game changers, such as yourself, and again, I thank you for allowing us to support you. And I look forward to continuous success.
Yes.
Yes, as you would say.
It's my pleasure. Again, our audience can reach us at www.fromtheinsideout.com. We're on all the social media handles, including YouTube. And of course, we're not doing any in-person classes. I'm just like holding out. Everything is virtual and very effective. So don't hesitate to schedule workshops with us, or to join our etiquette consultant online class or our build your business class. We're here.
Awesome. Okay, and Miss Reddick, whoop, 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 there she goes. Millicent,
that's another student.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. These are like real life testimonials.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Reddick, thank you. Great, I could join. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this 47 minutes. Look at, I told you, this time flies. You see, time flies. And it's so much fun. I love this.
I had a great time.
My mentor for life. That's awesome.
These ladies are amazing. I love them. We build relationships during these 5 weeks. It's like a couple times, Tracy, I've cried, and a couple of the students have cried at the end of the 5 weeks. Oh my gosh, it's our last class. Yeah.
Oh, and when it ends, it's like, but you're not gone. You're still
mentorship.
That's right. And that's the benefit. That's a beautiful thing. So thank you again for joining. I just want to make sure that everybody knows to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you missed the replay, you can actually catch it on all of these platforms, especially YouTube. You can actually go there, and I'm that call to action I'm putting in place. Why? Why? Because I'm trying to grow my page as well, and I'm always stressing the importance of call to action, right? At the end of any and all of your streams. So that is my call to action. I want you guys to go over to Stellar Marketing and Business Solutions YouTube channel. If you can go and like the channel. And then you'll also, if you hit the bell, you get notification of when we go live. It's going to be a really, really good treat for us with the next upcoming guest. I'm telling you, I have been blessed. This has been like the blessing season. Some amazing people just as yourself.
Thank you.
Do you see the bags under my eyes?
No, I don't.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another weekly Stellar Marketing Pros Weekly Show. I am tuning out, and thank you, Jackie, again for joining us.
My pleasure. Bye, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.